Alright guys, we're gonna try just this. I don't have much memory I got left on this card, but we're gonna, cord's going out of here. fathertimenc. Been up in the mountains shooting. Got me some almonds. Alright, let's get out of here. Warmed up some. It was early in the lower 50s when I come up here. I come in slow. There's one place down here where we had a lot of rainstorms last weekend. It rained all weekend, downpoured heavy, and you can tell where there's some trees laid over in the road. I had to cut them out, and there's a part in the road washed out coming up, and I had to put it in 4-wheel drive to get through it. Could have got through it just in 2-wheel drive, but I didn't want to spin gravel and rocks all up, so I just stuck it in 4-wheel drive and just pulled right on through it. Car definitely, I doubt it's gonna get through it unless it sits really high. Nice day up here today. Seen a lot of people trout fishing on the way up here. Some people camping. Quite a few people trout fishing. Guns and that stuff in that seat. It's got weight on it. I think it's tripping the sensor. Yep. Oh, I must have. I'll fix it like that. I got guns partly leaned in there, and I got camera stuff. It's got that it's for that airbag sensor crap. I know the older Dodges have a way to cut that thing off in the passenger seat. You think Toyota would put something in there you can cut it off. Maybe they do, and I just don't know about it. It says off though, so I don't know why it's tripping. Got out of it's a beautiful day today. Come out here and do some shooting. Made a video with air guns. I would have brought my powder burners up here, but they really don't like you to shoot up here in the national forest when it ain't hunting season. They really don't want for you to use it like a shooting range. These air guns, the ones I brought, are pretty quiet. They're not too loud. Now my other two, my 30 cal and my Air Force Condor, they're pretty loud, but I didn't bring them because they use so much air. I gotta get me a compressor and an air tank. Shoot them too. I think a 30 cal, I might take it deer hunting this year maybe. If I end up going hunting this year, I'm hoping to be in a house by then. So I don't know if I get to go this year or not. If I get me a house where I want to, it's out in the country, so you know, hopefully I can get some deer out in my backyard. Pop them right in my backyard. Make some deer jerky. These two guys are up here. I come through this morning. It says a conservationist. I don't know what they're doing. It says a conservation experience, American conservation experience. So they got ID numbers on them, so there's some kind of state trucks or business trucks or something. I have no clue what they're doing now. Here hunting sometimes. They do have some places it's cleared off up here. It's got a gated, the grass on them, you know, it's just cleared off grass area. It's, you know, decent size, be good to camp in. It's a little growed up right now, but in the wintertime grass is killed off, so. And then they got some down by the river flowing through here too that you can camp at. I've had some people this morning that was doing some camping. But, this is above Morganton here in North Carolina. You know, you got this is the Pisgah National Forest. I live probably, yeah, you know, I live in Newton. I don't really care. You know, I did live out in Vail for a while when I was married. I would have stayed living out there, but the whole thing with the divorce and everything. You know, I didn't keep the house because it had her name on it and I couldn't get it out. You know, she wouldn't sign nothing, so I just said, heck, well, I let it go. But it's all right. I'm fixing to get me another house. It didn't stop me. I'm still going, guys. I'm gonna have me another house. You know, it took me a while to get my situation back up. Thank God I do make good money. I still had credit cards when I let the house go and a car payment, so my credit didn't tank too bad. But yeah, it took me a while. It took me a few years to get it back up. Which me and her been divorced a little over 4 years, so it really didn't take that long. I just gotta pay one more thing off. I'm trying to get, which I already applied for a home loan, already been approved for it, but I wanted to get a few more things paid off and wanted my credit score to go up a little bit more. And been looking for me some land, because I think I've been looking at, older houses, and I just don't want to be bothered with the older house, really. Problems and stuff, and they're going to be up around 150, 160 for anything, that I want anyway. So I might as well just go get something new. And a brand new house, a lot of times, they build them, 1,800, 2,000 square foot, and I don't need nothing that big. And they run up there in 170s, 180s, which I can afford, but I just don't need nothing that big, guys. I'm gonna more than likely end up getting me a modular home, get me some land, get me a modular home so I can order it, because I'm gonna order, like my last one, I ordered it with 2x6 walls, so I have more insulation. And one I'm gonna get's about 1,400 square foot, which is still a little bit more, but it'll do me. I'm not gonna get no carpet in it. Eventually, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have vinyl run through it all. It looks like a wood flooring. And eventually, I'm gonna have all wood flooring put through it, and it comes with the big islands and stuff. I'm gonna have them granite. I'm gonna replace the countertops on them with granite, and the countertops of the cabinets and stuff with granite. And I got five more years on this truck, guys. I've only had it about a year, so I got about around 5 more years on this truck. And when I pay this thing off, I'll have a lot of extra money. But I believe in saving a little bit, guys. But I'm not with a lot of these people here where you save all your money and you leave it for somebody else when you die, for them to spend and enjoy. I enjoy my money now. If something happens, with my job or something, hey, guys, I've always worked. I've worked all my life since I was 17 years old, and thanks to God, thankfully God, has looked out for me. I've always gotten good jobs, or if I hadn't had a good job, I've worked 2 or 3 jobs until I got a better job. And I try to leave people alone, guys. Unless they bother me, I don't bother them. But I just keep trying to move forward. I don't let nothing, sometimes, we all get depressed, guys. And sometimes you just got to get a hobby. Get out here like I do, and or go play golf or something. When I get me a house, I like ponds. I'm gonna build me another pond. I had one at my house. My other house, I had one at the house before that. I like fish. I had koi and goldfish in my other pond. I think the pond I get now, I'm gonna put some fish like bass and catfish in it that you can actually eat. I'm not big on fish. I eat it occasionally, but I ain't really crazy about it. But the way things are getting, guys, it would be good to have some growing your own food like that. If they get really huge and I need to restock, I can sell them, or I can give them to friends that do eat them. I know people eat fish, and just restock it. But you can get 1,000-gallon containers, guys, and raise your own fish. Look on YouTube. There's ways you do it. You can cut the tote in half and put the gravel, or they use clay pellets, and they grow a garden on top. They use they pump the water out of the bottom that the fish is growing in that they're going to eat to the top, and it flows back down, and their garden they got up top cleans the water, and then the fish poop fertilizes the garden. So you can have your small garden up there and then have you fresh fish also, and don't have to worry about getting them out of a polluted lake or anything. But yeah, I love building ponds, guys. It really don't cost that much money, and there's really nothing to keep fish up. You can get a big at Tractor Supply. You can get a big 40-pound bag of food for them for like 13 bucks. That lasts quite a bit. And in the wintertime, I know the goldfish and the koi didn't eat in the wintertime. They went into like a hibernation. You can see where some of the trees come down in that storm last weekend. They had to come out here and cut it. I love having a truck, guys. I used to, it was a long time since I had a truck, and this is the first 4-wheel drive truck I ever had. And yeah, I would never, 4-door truck. I love it. I love my cars. I miss my Genesis I had. That thing was fun to drive. But I love this truck. I think everybody needs a truck. I got tired of trying to haul stuff in cars. And man, you can just go places you can't go with cars in a truck. I can pile all kind of crap in here, pile stuff in the bed, do all kinds of stuff with a truck you can't do with a car. But eventually I'll get me, once I get me a house and get things straightened out, I'll get me another car. It's a toy, something to mess around with and have some fun with. I like to lower them, give me something a little fast. Thought about getting a bike, still might, who knows. The thing with the motorcycles, man, is people just don't pay attention on the road, and you can really get hurt on a bike if somebody hits you. But yeah, it's out here having some fun. I come out here early this morning. I've probably been out here about 3 hours maybe. It took me probably 2 to get up here. I don't know, I think I left my house about 7 or something like that. And I'm reading 12:25 right now. Stopped by Walmart and got me some almonds, got me them eggs to shoot. Guys, you can have fun. You need a hobby. You don't necessarily, guys, if you want a woman, go out and get a woman. Ain't nobody telling you can't have a woman. Don't none of us hate women. Guys, we're just telling you from our experience what they can do to you. But by all means, if you want a woman, go get you one. Just kind of be aware of what can happen if they divorce you. Here comes this washed out part. Oh. It might not look that big on camera, but it's a pretty good sized rut. You see the rock and stuff slid down the embankment. Kind of going downhill right here. That car would never make it through it. Got some more ruts. These ruts ain't too bad, but I know a car might bottom out. They definitely wouldn't make it through that one back there. That's a Subaru. It might be all-wheel drive, but that big rut, it was bottom out. Just these Tacomas, they sit pretty high from the factory. I don't have a lift kit or nothing on mine. It's just all factory. Factory tires, factory suspension. Guys, when you come to places like this, you should always carry your gun. I always carry one with me. You see another place here where part of the road collapsed on that side from that storm. But yeah, when you go to woods, that's a heck of a drop too, guys. That's probably, man, good 200-foot drop. You come to woods like this, guys, it's always good to have a gun. There's I know there's bobcats here, there's bears. I'm sure there's probably mountain lions too. If you check out my older videos, I got one where I went hunting last year and come up on a bear. Wasn't a very big one. I figured it was probably about 100 pounds, but still big enough. It could hurt you or kill you. I mean, you think about what a 100-pound dog could do, so just think what a 100-pound bear can do with, you know, the claws they got and stuff. And usually where there's one, there's another, especially if that was, you know, still with his mother or something. But yeah, I always carry me a gun and plenty of ammo. You never know what you're gonna run into or who you're gonna run into. I'll always prepare for war if necessary. I don't want to get stuck in a gun battle and don't run out of ammo, you know. A gun with no ammo ain't nothing but a paperweight. So I do believe I always be prepared. When I come up here like this, I always bring water with me. Usually bring me a little something to eat, just in case. You never know. Should bring you a first aid kit too. You know, I need to get one of them. I don't carry one of them with me, but I do wear a belt just in case. You know, you gotta have as a tourniquet. I got some ratchet straps in the back of the truck. You know, I could use them as a tourniquet if I had to. Or, you know, different stuff. Because up here, there's certain parts up here you can get some service, and there's a lot of parts you can't get cell phone service. So there's a good chance, you know, if something happens, you might be in one of those parts you don't get no cell phone service, and you're screwed. You know, you're up to yourself to survive. Or if you come across, you know, somebody that's aimed to kill you, you just gonna, you know, it's just you. It'd be a matter of taking them out before they take you out, because you definitely ain't calling nobody to help you. I recommend carrying more than one gun just in case one fails. That's what I do. I always got more than one, just in case. Got people up here biking. I try not to make too much dust. Beautiful country up here, guys. It can be dangerous as any you know, forest. I always come up here by myself. So I have to rely on myself. In fact, guys, I do pretty much everything by myself. I go out to eat by myself. I go to the movies by myself if I ever go to the movies, which barely all, hardly non-existent. The last one I went to go see is the Endgame, and to me, in my opinion, that movie sucked. They made Thor and the Hulk out to be a bitch. Their feminist agenda, just like they're doing with every other movie. Sucks, but cop it lives there. I didn't know that. I've been up here before. I never seen his car. Sure. This is Brown Mountain, Wilson Creek area. And you can't keep going that way. It goes on through for I don't know how many miles. But when you come this way, there you got more roads. There's people that live down that get as you get more out. But these people out here pretty much dependent on themselves. I mean, it would take the law so long to get out here that if anything happened, or if you had issues with somebody, you're on your own. But shit ever hits the fans, guys, this is where you need to be. I got fish here, they got deer here. You can hide. Most of it rain. I'm surprised it didn't flood some of these areas. We had flooding down my way last weekend. It come down hard. I don't know how much. I got a pretty big memory card. They got some kind of Bible or something going on here. I don't know what kind of crap they got here. I got a pretty big card in my GoPro, so I don't know how long I can keep on recording, but we'll record until it runs out. Move over a little bit, buddy. Service something. I got a big old tent out in the front yard up there. I don't know. Could be a wedding, but I don't think so. I think it's some kind of, who knows. Pretty good out here. This is out here a bit. from. Good old country people right here. Most people up this way is pretty friendly. Make sure I don't slide off in the ditch, but look, if I do, at least I got four-wheel drive. Some of these people don't want to move over. I wouldn't mind living like this, guys, but kind of hard if you got to work for a living. 'Cause we're out here pretty good ways. No way I could drive this far to my work, but I love it. If I had money, I'd love to live out somewhere like this. But now there's people out here this morning when I come through. I don't know if you can see it, but river's over there. Yep, you get a little bit of paved road, so you get a road to the left and to the right. People live at. This paved road don't last. I don't know why that little bit's paved and the rest of it's not, but this is a very nice house to the right. I got a nice paved area, man. Got a nice yard. Out here in the country, ain't nobody to bother you. Nice and quiet. And then here we go back to the gravel. These cars was here. See the people up there tenting. Some of them cars were here when I come by this morning. I guess they're all here for that revival or whatever that happened back there. This guy, I think he's just fishing. A lot of them around here, they park the fish down there and do some trout fishing. More people trout fishing. Yep, down there fishing. I'm reading 71 now. It was 55 this morning when I come up here. And it's June. And that water, I guarantee that water is ice cold. You get on farther down here, there's a place where people swim and stuff. Get on the rocks. They got big old rocks in the river they get on, and but that water, man, ice cold. beautiful place to live, but you know, if you gotta work for a living, it's hard to live out in areas like this and have to travel back and forth to work. You wear your car out. But if you have a job where you work at home or you just have money, man, I'd love to live out here or somewhere like this, or even a desert. I wouldn't mind living out in the middle of a desert. I had money to build a house out there and have everything I need. I don't mind being by myself. I don't mind being away from civilization. I like to go to it every now and then, do my shopping and do whatever, but most of the time I like to be out in the middle of nowhere, doing my thing. Don't have to worry about nobody being around. That's one good thing about the desert. You can see people come from miles around. You get in forests like this, people can come up. You can't see them till they ride up on you. But in the desert, if you ever been in the desert, man, you can see them coming. There's nothing out there to block nothing. See them coming from a mile away. Dust trail. It's wide open. It's hot, but I don't mind the heat. As long as you got somewhere to cool off, get you some water, as long as you stay hydrated, you're good to go. Guys, I'm gonna put this online just like this. It's gonna be a long video. You can watch it. I don't expect anybody to sit there and watch the whole thing. If you do, hey, that's great. I don't mind. You know, maybe you like to see a drive through the country like this. I come up here every now and then. All these people fishing. I passed all these vehicles this morning. I'll keep uploading videos. If they shut my channel down, they'll shut it down. I don't care. I don't make no money off of it anyway. You know, I just put my hobbies on there, and you know, I try to, you know, I come across the whole MGTOW thing. You know, I try to tell people my experience, younger guys and stuff, and by no means, you know, I'm not telling anybody what to do. You're a man. You need to do what you want to. You don't ever follow nobody, ever. You do what you got to do. You know, just because I'm not with nobody, or you know, other guys are not with nobody. You know, you do what you want to do. If you want to have a girlfriend or a wife, you go right ahead, man. That's your prerogative. You don't ever listen to nobody. You know, you should listen to people's advice. You know. And prepare yourself. There's a tree leaning. That thing looks like it might come down any time. You should prepare yourself just in case, you know, you do get married and she does cheat on you or decides to take you to the cleaners. I'm telling you guys, have a backup bank account, have some money stashed back just in case, because you know they don't care if you don't have nowhere to go. A woman's always got somewhere to go. All they have to do, you know, is bat their eyes at a guy or spread their legs, and they got home anytime they want it. Guys ain't that lucky. So you take care of yourself, guys. Get a hobby. Try to get you a good job. The more money you got, the better, you know, as far as, you know, a lifestyle, the better. Money's not everything, but the more money you got, the better lifestyle you're going to have. The more stuff you can get to where, you know, if the shit does hit the fan, you can buy supplies and have supplies backed up. You know, guns, ammo, water purification system, stuff like that. Body armor. And people down here, they got a little camping area right here. Got little RVs and campers. Somebody's doing some cooking. It smells good. Some hot dogs, cooking out hamburgers or something. It smells good. Got a little pond right there. Your river's on the right side of me. It's gonna be right ahead of us. See it. Beautiful down through here though. I'm sure at night it's quiet except for the animals. And I'm sure it's pitch black. I've been out here. I've been on the other side too, around Linville Gorge. And man, I'm telling you, at night you can't see the hand in front of your face. It's so dark. Another thing, guys, more money you got, you can buy better equipment like night vision, thermal night sight. All that stuff will come in handy if the shit ever hits the fan. I got a mouthful of almonds. Yeah, somebody might put, yeah, I got a mouthful of nuts. I'm sure somebody's gonna throw that in the comments if somebody watches this whole video. But I don't care. Almonds are good. Guys, you gotta have a sense of humor about yourself. Don't take everything so serious. You know, you got these guys on YouTube, man, that call them MGTOW bitches and fags and whatever, dudes. Ain't nothing wrong with a guy that don't want to mess with a woman because he's protecting his financial security, protecting his emotional state. You know, if they want to give half their stuff to a woman, go let them go. You know, I don't get it. You know, if it was different, if the divorce rate wasn't so high, you know, there'd be more guys getting married and staying married. But the divorce rate's out of this world. I heard what, like over 70%? It keeps getting worse. Well, until it comes where, you know, nobody getting married anymore. Guy down there fly fishing. These idiots are flying. Roll up my window. Get dust all in the truck. You just need to get out and go places like this. Go fishing, go hunting, go shooting. If you can't get you a gun, guys, get air guns. Air guns is not considered a firearm. So if you got a felony or something, you can have an air gun. And trust me, they pack a punch. And you can go all the way up to 50 caliber now. Guys hunt with them all the time. They even hunt with the smaller calibers. The 22 and 25 calibers pack a punch too, guys. They're killing stuff out to 300 yards with small caliber air guns, the PCPs. 22 caliber, 25 caliber. You need, you know, you can kill a deer if you pop one in the head. Man, people fly on this road and it's caused. I try to keep the dust down, but part of the road giveaway right there. There's stuff to do. If you live in the city, there's probably less stuff to do in the city because you're kind of restricted if you ain't got no yard. You know, if you live in a small apartment. Air. Yeah, it's probably worse in the city. I know I live in an apartment, and man, I mean, you always got neighbors, you know, coming and going, and you know, there's people's nosy. It's harder to do. That's why I can't wait to get a house. You know, I can build me a pond. You know, do stuff outside. You know, worry about freaking neighbors all the time being nosy. I'm gonna pull over here. There's a truck behind me. Let him go because I ain't in no hurry. Just kind of driving, enjoying the scenery. You gotta find some hobbies, guys. Whether it's golf, you know, I mean, a lot of you guys like to play video games. I used to like. I've got an Xbox One, and I barely touch it. I think somebody lost a trailer down there, sunk up in the double axle trailer. I haven't seen it before. I guarantee that flood washed that down. That storm. But gotta find something to do, guys. Get out in the wilderness, go hiking. You know, get you a 4-wheel drive, get you 4-wheelers. If you ain't got money, guys, you know, I don't know what to tell you. That's why you need a decent job, so you can afford to do some stuff. You know, get you some hobbies. You know, get you a motorcycle. You know, do a YouTube vlogging on, you know, while you're motorcycling, like a lot of them guys do. Go cruising. You know, go to the mountains and stuff. If I had me a motorcycle, that's what I'd do. Hook me a GoPro to it and take off. You know, they got the Tail of the Dragon, you know, not too far from here. You can go to a lot of curves. You gotta find something to do, guys. Get out and enjoy this, or you know, I know it's easier when you're not too far from stuff like this. Some of you guys are live in a city, a big city, and you know, maybe you don't have a car, or you're so far from anything like this or stuff to do. I'd recommend moving out of places like that, guys. Come, you know, The north, they couldn't pay me enough to live in the north. Crowded, it's like a rat race. I mean, here it's pretty bad too if you get around the big cities like Charlotte, Atlanta, but I'm about, where I live in Newton, I'm probably about an hour from Charlotte. I'm like northwest of Charlotte. All right, buddy, get over. And this is probably, I don't know, probably about 3 hours from Charlotte, maybe. Hickory, you know, it's a city, you know, it's a little town. I mean, it ain't too little, but it's got plenty of stores, plenty of eating places. You know, it's got lakes you can go fishing, you can go swimming. It's got gun ranges. It's got places you can go boating. So, I don't know, guys. You know, you just, if you're lonely, you need to, you know, if you don't want a woman, you need to find something to do so you don't get depressed. If you sit in the house all the time, you're gonna get depressed. Sitting there, you know, because you're gonna run out of stuff to watch on TV. I do. I sit there, you know, I watch YouTube, but you only can watch so much stuff. Through the week, I work 12-hour days. So, you know, I come home, I watch a little bit of YouTube, and I go to bed, get up, go to work. You know, that happen, you know, goes on for 4 days, unless we work 5. But you only can stay in the house for so long. It starts driving you crazy. You need to get out. You don't have to be around people. You just need to get out and, you know, get you some fresh air. Get you. My problem is I work 30 shifts, so sunlight too much. They say, you know, being out in the sunlight's good for you because it makes vitamin D, which you need. Places like this if you got money. I'd hate to have to leave here every morning and have to go, you know, way to a job, come by. You'd wear a car out. Wear one out. Of course, I guess if you got a lot of money, you can afford it. You wouldn't. It doesn't matter. But I make good money, but I don't make killer money like that. I can just pay 40-50 grand for vehicles and care if they you just wear them out or not. If I was a millionaire or something where I could, you know, afford to buy me a new vehicle every couple of years with no problem, I wouldn't mind it. If I was a millionaire, I wouldn't need to go to a job. I could pretty much live the rest of my life off a few $1 million. Put that in the bank. Have me a house paid for, vehicle paid for. I could live off the interest. Kill what food you need, or at least a good part of it. Have your little garden, supply your vegetables. And pretty much all you'd have is, you know, your home insurance, your electric. If you get on some kind of solar or wind power, you know, you can probably cut that down some too. But very nice people up here. Not like in the city where they're rude. It's much slower pace living up here. Fish. Just go out, you know, walk in the wilderness, enjoy yourself. Damp from the dew kept the dust down. And these people fly on this road. They don't like to get over either. I don't think they can judge distance very good. They don't like to get over on that side. Road good way. Well, this thing's still going. Well, I'm gonna have a long video. I'm gonna upload it all. I don't know if anybody's gonna watch the whole thing, but it's gonna be on there if they do. I think I'm going to title this Long Wilderness Drive. Another part of the pave, but then, like I said, this it only goes for a little bit here. You got a paved road that goes to the right there, and see it goes to gravel, and you can go back in there. I've done some hunting back down in there. That's where I seen the bear going that way in my video I took. We got some park rangers. No sheriff. Just making sure everybody be safe. A lot of people swimming and fishing out here today. Got my GoPro hooked up to my USB port, or it would be dead by now. Another sheriff. Man, they patrolling this heavy. I ain't never seen as many sheriffs down here. I ain't seen no park rangers. Would be fun on a motorcycle, even a small 125 or something, but man, if you get behind somebody, you're gonna be eating a lot of dirt. Old guy been fishing. 7. There's some people down there. I don't know if you can see it. Down there swimming. Picnicking. We ain't got too much farther to go. We'll be on the main road. Got me out of the house for a little while, guys. Come make some air gun videos. Last weekend I couldn't do nothing. It rained all weekend and it poured. It was like a monsoon season. If you ever been in a monsoon season in one of the Asian countries, that's what it looked like last weekend. I've been through monsoon season in South Korea when I was over there in the military. Man, when it rains, it pours. You guys can see the river down there. Beautiful country, guys. If you don't get to go out and stuff like this, man, you need to go. Life's short. You need to enjoy it. You don't always have to worry about a woman and kids. Life's short. The older you get, the faster it goes. I'm 48. Seems like just yesterday I was in my 20s. Don't worry about the little stuff, the big stuff. Bills and stuff, guys. Bills are gonna be there. Pay them. Try not to get too many. That's my problem. I like to spend money. I like expensive toys, which means I have to work longer. But that's what I do. Nobody ever buys me anything. Everything I got, I work for myself. Every house I've ever had, I've gotten myself. Every car, every gun. Nobody buys these guns. Every gun I got, every gun I've ever had, I've always paid for them. Everything I do, I pay for. I don't worry about other people. I go out and do my thing. I do it by myself. Father's Day's tomorrow, Sunday. My kids, I got 2 kids. I'll never hear from them unless they need something. It don't bother me none. They got their own life to live. All that Father's Day and Mother's Day and all that crap, it's just days for the government, these stores and stuff, to make money off of you. That's all it is. don't care if my kids, you know, they don't contact me or whatever. As long as they're healthy and they're doing good, that's all I care about. So if your kids don't, you know, if your kids don't contact you or whatever, don't get upset about it. They got their own thing going. I'm sure you the same. I was the same. Well, I don't talk to none of my family. You know, I haven't talked to my dad. I talked to him a couple times on Facebook just here recently, but I deleted Facebook and all social media off my phone except for YouTube. Snapchat and all that stuff, I deleted off my phone. I don't use it no more. Facebook, you know, I still got one. I just don't use it. It's off my phone. I just don't use it. So you guys need to start worrying about yourselves sometimes. You know, if your kids are grown, you done your part. You raised them or helped raise them. It's time to take care of you. Don't worry about other people. These people on YouTube and, you know, neighbors, anything like that. Life is too short to worry about other people. Go out and have some fun. Enjoy yourself. Whether it's going to movies, going fishing, hunting, four-wheeling, whatever it is you like to do. But one of these days, guys, you ain't gonna get to do it. You ain't gonna get to do it. You're gonna be too old. Oh, it's a narrow road. There's a Tacoma in front of me. Better do it while you're younger now, because when you get older you ain't gonna be able to. Probably gonna be in poor health, taking medication. If we make it to be that old. I'm shocked I made it as old as I am. Some of the stuff I used to do. I'm here. When it's my time to go, be my time. I ain't worried about it. I've had a good run. Had fun. Yes, life's been ups. I had my ups and downs. I've been married. I've been divorced. But hey, part of life. That's just the way it is. Life can't always be, you know, grand. Life's hard. That's just the way it is. Life's hard, and then we'll die, and I guess we'll get to see what's on the other side. So while you're here, make sure you enjoy it. That's all. All these people worried about, you know, eating healthy, eating, you know, oh, we gotta do this. Yeah, you need to be healthy, but you can be the healthiest person on the planet and walk off a corner one day and a bus hit you. So, you know, I'm gonna eat a ribeye steak if I want one, or 2 or 3. I'm gonna eat some brownies if I want some brownies and some milk. I'm not worried about it. I don't weigh 500 pounds. I ain't small, but I ain't no 500 pounds either. I can walk all day. I walk 12 hours. I stand all day long, every day for 4 days, 5 days a week. I'm 48 years old. I can go on 49. Well, not fixing to. It'll be a while, but you know, I'm headed towards 50, and I can get out and walk all day long. Don't bother me. And I'm not that skinny. I mean, I'm not real fat, but I'm not no beanpole. You go out and it's hot, or even if it ain't hot, guys, drink water. I like soda. That's probably the only thing I'm addicted to is soda. I can leave them alone for a week or 2. But, you know, I just crave them when I eat. I like me a soda. Of course, I drink diet ones. I drink regular sometimes, but, you know, I don't drink diet ones because of the sugar. It's just the regular ones hurt my stomach for some reason. I don't know if it's the sugar in them that hurts my stomach or what, but I can drink diet drinks all day long and they don't bother me. But if I drink like 2 sodas in a row, man, it'll kill my stomach. It's not going kayaking. Yeah, guys. You gotta enjoy life while you can. This is gonna be a long video. So we're out here to the main road now. I mean, we're still back in here, but it's the main road. Get stopped by a sheriff or something. I got a truckload of guns. Yes, I got regular guns in here too. Just my handguns though. I didn't bring none of my regular rifles. The rifles I got's air rifles. I got 3 of them. But I tell you what, you pop somebody in the head with one of these air rifles, and it's going to kill them. No doubt about that. Alright guys, I think I've ran my mouth long enough talking, letting y'all see back here. You still got more people. All these people probably going there too. It's Saturday. It's only 1:21, so I got 79 degrees, so you know, most of them probably going there to get in the water, but I guarantee that water is ice cold. 79, I don't know if I want to be in that water, man, at 79. Even at 90 something, that water is cold. But I don't know how many views I get on this. I mean, you know, usually I don't get a lot of views. My channel's not that big. But you know, it don't bother me none. I do what I like to do. I do my hobbies. I talk about what I like to talk about. And people either listen or they don't. Just like I do MGTOW. You know, you got to deal with certain individuals out there. You all know who I'm talking about. Certain people like to go to other channels and have a bunch of fake accounts and stuff. People like that's got issues. Man, if you ain't got nothing better to do than set up fake accounts, evidently a lot of them, and just go to people's channels and dislikes, and if I'm gonna dislike somebody's channel, I'm gonna do it under my name. I don't have the time. Even if I did have the time, I just wouldn't want to take the time and make all them accounts. I mean, yeah, you could probably do that and boost your subscriber count up doing like that, but I don't know. I ain't doing it. If other people want to do it and waste their time because they ain't got nothing better to do, oh well, that's on them. But I work, you know, I got my hobbies. I watch YouTube. I try to, you know, I watch a lot of air gun guns channels. I watch a lot of MGTOW channels. You know, I try to do my part in subscribing to the ones, and I try to help small channels. You know, to get some, you know, help them get some, because I know I'm small. I still, you know, I've been doing this for over 3 years. And maybe 4 years. Might be coming up on 4 years. 3 years, something like that. And, you know, I still don't have 1,000 subscribers. But, ain't no big deal. I still like doing it. I never started it for the money, you know, I just done it because it was a hobby. It's something to do. You know, show other people what you like doing. You know, I metal detected, which is, you know, it's real fun. Buy you a good machine, which, you know, you can buy the AT Pro. It's like $5 something now, I believe. And it's a damn good machine. I found lots of money in, you know, silver rings and gold rings with that thing. If they got one above that, I had, you know, I sold all that to get some of my air gun stuff going. But yeah, I wouldn't mind having me another metal detector back. But it's so hard, you know, around here finding places, because I used to go to schools, but they're fencing a lot of the schools, so you can't get in there. But you know, for the guys that live on, you know, or near beaches, you know, man, you should have a metal detector, man. You go out there and find, especially the AT Pro, you got one, you know, they're like waterproof up to 10 foot. So you can get in the water a little bit and, you know, man, you can find gold rings and necklaces people lose in there. People lose stuff on the beach. And people might look at you like a little bit weird, but who cares? As long as you're happy doing what you like doing. Me, myself, I don't care much for going to the beach and lay on it getting baked all day. But a lot of people do, so that's them. I don't fault them for it. Me, I'm white. I don't like to get sunburnt. It hurts. I don't like to feel like I've been laying in a frying pan. Where somebody just, I mean, the wind blows on your skin and it just, yeah. No, I can do without that. I'm white. I'll stay white. I ain't got no problem being white. Alright, guys. I'm going to end this video. I'm sure it's very long. Have a good one, and I'll see you next time I make a video. Later, guys. If I can find the button.